Hey Sagittarians, how y'all doing? Welcome. We're going to be doing your first half of October general reading here. Just to fill you in on the meditation, I heard a whole new world from Aladdin. I saw you entering into a new realm of being, new experiences, seeing a side of life or reality that almost feels too good to be true. I heard when I look at you, I gotta pinch myself to make sure that it's real. Like, is this real life? Is this fantasy? Type deal. So interesting. New. All right. What's the animal energy for my Sagittarius, please? First half of October. Oh, I love it so much. Okay, so we have the dragon. Yes. Is there anything better? So this is really cool. Because another aspect of what I saw in your meditation, Jonathan Strange and Mr. Norrell. It's a book by a British author. They made it into a series on the BBC. It's okay if you don't know it. I don't think it is that well known, like especially unless you're British or Irish. But it is about fae, like fairies and what happens overnight and like new mystical realms. And fae are directly associated with dragons. So I kind of love this because it felt very mystical and new and otherworldly. And is this real? And then we have the dragon here, which is a beautiful mythological creature. The dragon is about seeing oneself and others clearly. So when I said, like, I gotta pinch myself when I look at you, and then we have the dragon and the dragon's eye right there. I'm completely obsessed with that. You know, the dragon also represents esoteric wisdom, you know, an ancient vibe, just really self-assured, sure-footed, but also very comforting for me. The dragon energy is very, very comforting, partially because you can always trust what you see and know through the dragon, under the dragon's influence. You feel me? So really nice there. Okay, let's see what's going on for my Sagittarians. What is going on? Two of Cups. And I just saw 222 on the timer. Ooh. Two of Cups, true soulmate connection, coming together with someone who's truly a like-mirrored soul to yours and all the feel-goods. And I'm kind of loving the tea happening here because I was getting that British vibe earlier with the Jonathan Strange and Mr. Norrell. Remember when I said, when I look at you, I got to pinch myself? Is this real? Okay. Let's keep going. Great way to start. By the way, Sagittarians, you are my last reading of the day. I love it when you're last because I get to be nice and vibey. Take my time a little bit. And you are the only one to get Two of Cups in the first position. The only other sign to get Two of Cups at all was Capricorn, for the record. Oh God, that's a lot. Okay, I feel like it's this top one. Okay. Oh, we got 2 for 1. Okay, which way? This way? Okay, cool. Okay, they're telling me to keep that one. Okay, we have a lot of cards here. That's fine. They're moving me right along. So we have the World key here, which is the successful completion of a cycle. I also want to point out the fact that she's in a mirror that has a checkerboard on it. And I heard, and it's also about seeing things clearly. I have to pinch myself. Is this real? Is this the real life? Is this fantasy? And then we're looking at this is like graduation day, right? I feel like you're closing out a cycle that is resulting in you linking up with the new. Because sometimes it's that way where it's like we have to successfully complete a certain round of lessons or state of being or karmic ties or whatever that is before the universe can bring us something new, right? Divine timing is a thing, right? Now look at this 4 of Wands and the 4 of Pentacles. Again with this teacup here. Now this is brilliant because 4 of Pentacles is holding tight and right. It's kind of that feeling of like not wanting to lose your place in line. Right? So it's like I don't want to make any sudden movements either back or forward because I've really just mastered and balanced what I already have. And now you trying to bring in the new. Oh, and it's 11-11? It's 4 of Wands. It's all the good, all the feel-goods, all the synchronicity, all of the magic, all of the divinity, all of the happy partnership and mirror souls and all of that good stuff. I just got my stuff together. And now you're trying to introduce the new. I say that. I'm like, you know, I'm playing with it, but I'm not trying to make light of it. This is super positive here, everything that we're seeing, but I do feel like you have an option here. Okay? Well, you always have option, okay? It's free will. You always have options. But I feel like the option that I'm clicking into specifically is you have an option as how to respond to this new stimuli and this new opportunity. You are being called. Sagittarians, my creatures of fire, the dragon who breathes fire, to see yourself and this new person, new opportunity for what it is, right? Know thyself and then you may know me, right? That's what it is. Feels really good, but I do feel the need, not to caution you, but just to kind of be like, you know, see it for what it is, trust what's in front of you, trust what you feel, right? Clarifier for Two of Cups. The moon. The moon, indeed. So the moon, the fact that it's clarifying the two, I want to laugh really hard at this for other reasons. You know, the moon, remember when I was talking about the fairy business with Jonathan Strange and Mr. Norrell? All that stuff happened overnight. There is this fae lore that people, you know, get up out of their beds without realizing it, go and dance all night under the moon in the fae realm, and then come back home, wake up, and their feet are all dirty and sore, and they have no idea what the hell happened. I feel like there's something in that. It is clarifying the Two of Cups here. Now, traditionally speaking, the moon represents the unknown, psychic ability, Piscean energy, all of these things. But I feel like what we're saying here, this is a highly spiritual connection and union that I'm clicking into here. And there's also this idea, oh God, there's this supernatural element that I can't quite put my finger on. We've got the dragon and the moon here, and I saw fairy, and I gotta pinch myself, is this real? I do feel like this is a very like telepathic, soul, spiritual, even metaphysical connection. You could be linking up with someone who is a lot like you in ways that might really surprise you, okay? I also am getting you might dream of each other before you meet, okay? Dream time. Dream time. If I'm a wolf, then you're a wolf. Okay, you know that scene in the Notebook where it's like, well, if you're a bird, I'm a bird, and then I see these two wolves here. I just heard if you're a wolf, I'm a wolf. There's that, like that likeness or something. It's and then you have the fiery torch here representing you, beautiful Sagittarians. Remember when I said, like, is this real, and seeing things clearly? The moon is also seeing things, you know, it's about, we can see things in the darkness under the light of the moon that aren't necessarily discernible, but in the light of day, under that harsh stage lighting, if you will, right? There's something about this that they're asking you to use your, and this talks of, you know, using your intuition to feel this out and really feel it and see it for what it is, okay? I don't know why I feel the need to like be like, okay guys, like don't, you know, overthink this, don't misread this, because it feels really, really real. Okay, clarifier for the world. Oops. Four of Swords. Okay, I'm gonna speak to this. So Four of Swords, air sign energy here. Four of Swords is maybe not feeling so well physically, needing to take a rest. This is my vampire going into the coffin key and emerging sometime later when it's been completely rebooted. I feel like I'm speaking to those of you who have felt this could be in the near recent past. This could have been going on for a couple years, darling, since 2017 even for some of you. But for those of you who have been feeling a little bit solitary, or like you don't want to go out as much, or you really need time alone, or you're feeling a little antisocial, or again, this can be different times for everybody, but especially those of you who have been in this place for a minute, okay? I'm getting that the time, you're gonna start feeling a lot more sociable. And I do feel like, okay, I feel like it's twofold. On one hand, you're gonna be feeling more sociable because it's you intuitively picking up that this person is coming into your atmosphere, and this is the way that the universe is gonna get you out and about and into, you know, to facilitate this meeting and shift your energy, right? But I feel like on the other hand, it's going to be an end to this kind of hermit kind of feeling, or really want a solitary feeling because you're linking up with someone who introduces you to new, oh my God, it was right in front of my face. In the meditation, I heard a whole new world, and we have the World card. Anyway, sometimes I miss the really obvious things, and Spirit is like, will you relax and slow down? I can't help myself. I'm a Sagittarius rising, so I'm like, You know, fiery and stuff. But you know, as I was saying, I also feel like this new person coming in is going to breathe some sort of life into you in a way that's like, yeah, I want to go out and see new things. I want to explore things. Even if they live in your neighborhood, they're like taking you to places you didn't even know existed, darling. Like, it's really cool. A whole new world, quite literally. The time to cocoon is soon coming to an end. So enjoy this moment before you have everything that you want in terms of like this love connection. This is about love. There's no other way about it. Clarifier for 4 of Wands and 4 of Pentacles. Okay. It's too good, really. It's too good. So we got the 9 of Pentacles here, which is that single lady, single fella, and loving it card. And I was just about to talk about this. I'm kind of obsessed that this came up. We don't get to the 10 of Pentacles, which is complete emotional, material fulfillment, happy home and family, and a cherry on top, and all of the things, and a dog in the, you know, front yard, and the white, all of that stuff. We don't get to that until we've mastered the 9 of Pentacles. This is about truly mastering being on your own. And 11-11 on the timer, I can't even. They were like, look, 11-11, holding the 11-11 card. This is really mastering, you know, being alone but not feeling lonely. And if you are in that place where you have mastered being alone but not feeling lonely, this is especially for you, darling. And if you haven't gotten there quite yet, this isn't the last position, it's coming up here. But this is where we manifest this, we have to master this before the 10 of Pentacles can come right in. And what do I mean when I say that? Like, there are people who have not mastered 9 of Pentacles who attract to them other people who also haven't mastered 9 of Pentacles, and it could be a codependent relationship. See where I'm going with this? But in terms of a healthy partnership that is equal give and take, loads of reciprocity, but is not codependent in nature, it's not two halves coming together to create a whole, it's two wholes coming together to create an even greater whole. See what I'm saying? That's what this feeling is. And the fact that it's coming up here to clarify the 4 of Pentacles, which is my not wanting to lose your place in line key, with the, see, because I kept getting this feeling, and I think I said it earlier, there are babies in the background somehow outside my window, which I don't even mind. Even sorry for the noise, but it's kind of delightful. You know, this 4 of Wands, remember what I said earlier, especially this 4 of Pentacles, because a 4 is a place of like taking a pause and feeling good about where you are, right? So this idea of like, I have finally found balance and mastered what I already have going on, and now you're gonna bring me new stuff. That's why it's coming in, because you've already balanced it. You've shown the universe and demonstrated beautifully that you've already worked well with what you have. That's why the new's coming in. So don't bemoan it. And I know that feels like a silly thing to say, because it's like, girl, I'm not gonna bemoan that, I'm gonna celebrate it. But heed my words here. I really have this feeling of, there's this issue of like, let me just put it to you this way. Let me put it to you this way. Relationships are work, but it's also this idea of your time is not going to be your own anymore. And if you have been single for a minute, my darlings, you have a certain routine and schedule. You only really have to worry about yourself or, you know, whatever your situation is, animals, other family. You only have to worry about these specific things or really take care of these specific things. And now a new person's coming into the equation, and suddenly the nights that you used to get home from work really tired and all you want to do is watch a movie or read a book, and you had no issue with that, you had all the time in the world, it's now like, oh, now there's new person in the mix. And, you know, it takes time and spending time with them, and suddenly your free time is no longer your free time. You're meeting their friends and family, you're going here and there, and it's having to rise up to that. And I think it's beautiful that it's happening now during cuffing season, so to speak, but there is this feeling, especially because it's being clarified by 9 of Pentacles, where it's like you've mastered this time alone, it's come to an end, release it, let it go, you're ready for this. And I feel the need to say that. You are ready for this. And I think it's kind of adorable and lovely that I even need to say that. I think it's really cool. And that's where you manifest from too, because when you're in a place of like, you manifest from a place of being good with where you are already, right? Focusing on what is working, right? But when you come from a place of like, where is it? Why hasn't it happened yet? Where's my boo thing? Where's my person? That is directly out of accordance with the natural vibration of manifestation, right? Because that's announcing that you don't have what you want, which is only going to bring you more lack, right? We know this. And I feel like you talk about this too. It's 11-11, right? Which is the manifestation synchronicity, number and key here, right? So it's because you're manifesting, it's because you're like, I'm good with where I am, that you're manifesting this. You've mastered the Nine of Pentacles. It's time for you to upgrade, upgrade, upgrade you, right? Very much what it feels like, my loves. Let's get an oracle. This one went fast, Sagittarians. It went fast, but I feel like there's something to that too. I feel like there's something to that where it's like, yeah, I do feel like this is gonna feel like you're gonna look up and it's like, what happened? Like when people in the Fae lore go to sleep, they dance all night, they wake up and they're like, they lost track of time. They have no idea where they were overnight or why their feet are muddy and sore. There is something to that. Also the mirror realm in perspective, right? This is so cool. This is really cool. It actually feels like it's tying into, my darlings, I did a video on how to read the tarot intuitively, and it was also a singles reading. I'm also feeling a lot of those vibes in here. The first key that I pulled for that reading was Temperance. Your key, my darlings. Just saying. Okay, maybe check that out if you want to, okay? Let's get an oracle for my Sagittarians. My beautiful, 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 beautiful Sagittarians. You know, outside of my aquas, you guys are my favorite, right? You really are. Are you ready for this? Here comes the bride. But look how she's like a ghostly bride. Doesn't she look like she's a bride from another realm in another world? I really feel like there's something to that here. And I think on the, yeah, I think so. If you look in the book and look this up, she's called the ghost bride or something like that. And there's this otherworldly feeling here, so I'm running with it. Also, the dove is a symbol of divine and lasting love. We are looking at a bride here. And then, you know, it says gentleness here. And I feel like that's a beautiful key for y'all to hear, because I'm hearing to just be gentle with yourself in the process around this. If you have moments of resistance around this new partnership, relationship dynamic, it's okay. You're human, forgive yourself. There is this idea or feeling, right? That we manifest a soul partnership and it's all rainbows and butterflies and lollipops, and we skip off down the yellow brick road to the Sunset Lodge, and there's a whole buffet and candy table, and there's all, you know, all this stuff. When in actuality, that's the rare case of things. We're humans. So sometimes the scariest thing in the world can be attracting what we've always wanted, but maybe was an old dream we weren't currently thinking about, but it comes up and we're like, oh my God, because feelings of self-worth can come up, right? And also this feeling of, now that I've got it, I can't imagine not having it. It's like the minute you get it, almost simultaneously is this feeling deep within you, especially into the influence of the moon, of I'm terrified to lose it. Now that I have it, I can't imagine not having it. I will be ruined if this does not work out. I just heard that. I will be ruined if this does not work out. Remember something, because I'm also drawn to the three doves here. We are in a 3-year, darlings. We're in the last quarter of a 3-year, which means that when things are really good, they're Disney musical good. But when they're not, it's like, oh, okay, I'm about to just float out to sea and never come home. You know what I mean? Like I can't see the forest through the trees. I'm about to fling myself off a, you know, a tall mountain. That feeling, it's that feeling of extremes. So, and I just, again, to these three doves here, just be gentle with yourself around your feelings and processing them, and you can be communicative around them. But again, back to the dragon and the moon, really see this for what it is. See yourself and observe yourself, right? Because the dragon can take flight, be an air sign a little bit, you can be, where you can observe and really see it for what it is. Take that aerial perspective, just like these birds here, and going, okay, what's going on here? What's activated here? Is the root of what's going on for me fear? What's going on? What's going on? Because we can throw a real fit when we manifest something that we know is good. And that, my darlings, I know to be true. Okay? I'm really excited for you guys. You know, I'm drawn to the snowflakes here too. I have to say, I do feel like this could, I absolutely see marriage. I absolutely see marriage, but I have to tell you, it feels fast, okay? It feels fast, but not in a bad way, because when you've mastered 9 of Pentacles and 2 of Cups is next in line, and you've been waiting on just the minute to get there and learn those lessons, it's like, okay, because it's this feeling of, I feel like you guys are gonna meet, and then it's gonna be quick commitment. I'm getting that, because I'm seeing these like I feel like commitment by winter time, pre-spring. That's what I'm getting, okay? Sagittarians, this is, I don't even have words for the chills that I have or how freaking gorgeous this reading is. I have no idea what I'm gonna call it, but that's not your problem. On another note, I am doing personal readings again for a limited time. All that information is in the description box below. And yeah, just thank you so much for being here. I really hope this helped and resonated. If so, please let me know in the comments below. I would just love that. And with that being said, just thank you. Thank you so much for being here. And as always, just thank you for being you. I really love you guys a whole bunch. And be well. Until next time.